Right, so hey everyone and welcome back to another budget photography video. Now, I haven't been making videos for two very good reasons. One, I haven't really had the motivation to make any content, and that's purely because of reason two, COVID-19 and the lockdown. As I said, we're all locked down in home and we can't really go out, and it's just a bit of a demotivator. So yeah, but I'm gonna try my best to get content out. Anyway, moving on to the subject of today's video is tripods. Now, I hate tripods. Absolutely hate them. They're crap. They never really do what they're meant to do, and they're just cumbersome and crap. So with that in mind, today I'm going to do a review of the Neewer video tripod. So this tripod is probably one of, if not the cheapest video tripods on the market, and it isn't too bad. It has a quite heavy design to it. It's mainly aluminium. We've got some plastic within the build itself, but that's fine. Not really where it really matters. We've got a nice long video arm with a nice fluid head. And as a matter of fact, the one thing that I do like about this head is this little locking nut right here. Because if I fold that down, ready to go away, and lock that up, that then stays there. But as soon as I release it, it bounces back, which is really, really nice. Now, because this is a video tripod and not a photo tripod, it hasn't got some of the benefits or the letdowns of a photo tripod, like what this camera is sat on right now. This camera is sat on a cheap, crappy little tripod, but it does the job. Whereas this is a lot heavier. This actually is quite heavy. It probably weighs about the same weight, probably about half the weight of my 3-year-old. So as I said, this is predominantly metal, but we do have some plastic parts on here, like these little catches here at the side. Now, these legs do feel quite sturdy and they extend out really quite far. So if I just put one set of legs, whoops, this is such a confined compartment here. If I just put one set of legs out, we get, well, you guys can't see that, but it's over twice the actual length of the original tripod. So it's now actually kind of looking like a bit of a weapon if you carry it on your shoulders. Now, we also have a second set of legs at the top here that you can just drop down, and we'll make it that tall, which is about the same height as me. So if I drop all 3 legs out now, that's the wrong one. Now, I don't know if it's going to fit in this area. Oh, it does fit in this area. So yeah. So here we have the tripod. It is very, very, very big, and it is just basically my height, which is quite nice, especially if you have something like this. Sorry, there's no lens on here. So when you do attach a camera, you can see directly through the LCD and quite easily through the viewfinder, which isn't going to happen very much because this is a video tripod. So we do have quite a nice fluid head here, which can rotate 360 and go up and down as you want. And you have full control over the head itself. So if you want to lock one of the axes, you have 2 switches, one there to stop the rotations and one here to stop the up and down motion, which is really, really nice. They lock really, really well. They're very secure, and I like them. Now, with most video tripods and most tripods in general, unless you buy the really, really cheap ones, the heads can easily be dismantled, which is great for storage. So if we look at the head itself, we have the quick plate remover. We also have the 1.5-inch screw here at the bottom for tightening it to the tripod. We also have the long handle, which again is fully adjustable for how you want it. So you can release this little catch and it falls down, and you can turn it around here so you can have it pointing downwards or you can have it pointing upwards. Everything that you would want in a tripod. So let's put that to the side. So because this is now like most tripods, you can take the head off. So which means that later on, if you want, you can replace the head or you can replace the legs themselves if you so wish. But for something as cheap as this, I don't really think you'll be doing much. Well, changing. This tripod is very, very good for the price and what it offers, but it does have some downsides, and that primarily is actually with the head itself. I personally don't like it. I don't like the head, and that's for one very, very good reason, and that's the balancing. If I loosen that, so here we have the head mounted on the tripod. Now, first of all, if I try and get this, which is the locking nut, into the bottom here, it can be quite fiddly. Now, it's going to call me a liar now and let me do it. No, it's going to, yeah, it's calling me a liar this time and letting me screw it in quite easily. But I have found that this can be quite fiddly. And another thing is to actually do with this whole like stabilization thing. If you're on a crooked surface, you can loosen this nut down at the bottom here and straighten up the shot to make sure that your shot is nice and straight. And that is helped by a little tiny bubble over here. Just, I don't know how well you guys can see it. Just there. Can you guys see that? That little orangey yellow thing there. Now that is a little spirit level, which does work really, really well. I won't deny that. But if you want to get the nice panoramic shots in video mode, there's no point. Go for a better tripod, because one minute if you stabilize it here and you want to do a nice panning shot, what will happen is your shot will then end up looking like that by the time you get to here. And then you'll go back and it'll be nice and stable again. And straight, how it should be. And then it's just really annoying to have to keep trying to, well, stable a shot. If I was to use this cheap tripod here to get that same kind of thing, well, yes, it's not as strong or as dedicated to this kind of shot, it would still keep the camera level. That's what I want, that's what this is for, is to keep it level. So would I recommend buying this tripod? Yes. For £90, you're getting a real bargain. This is a cracker of a tripod, but for videos only. Although, one other thing that you should know, because this is designed for video work, it is heavy as shit. Now this tripod that I'm using right now is really light, and I like that. But even just this, it's just, I mean, that's quite light like that, but once it's all folded up and you've got the head on here, especially the head, that is really heavy. So I can't imagine this being used for much travel videos. This is more for, I don't know, say your local news anchor, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, this is really designed for like someone like your local news anchor, or if you are a YouTuber and you want to set up a shot in your living room maybe. So I will be using this for the time being, once I retire this one when it fully breaks. Anyway guys, thanks for joining me in this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.